You're tuned into Visions, a business and community affairs program designed to encourage and promote entrepreneurship in Central Alabama.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Vision. Cedric Vaughn, I'm very excited about our guest today. Sheriff Derrick Cunningham of Montgomery County has come to be with us. Sheriff, thanks for being with us on the program.
Cedric, it's good to be here.
Excited. You know, you've been doing great work since you've been elected. We haven't had a chance to even formally in the last year say congratulations.
Well, thank you, thank you. It's been great. It's been very, very great.
Well, you certainly are qualified. You put your time in, so this was just the right time.
Yeah. You know, I worked for DT as chief deputy for 16 years, and when he decided to step down and retire, I came up and I ran, and it's been great ever since.
And speaking of DT, we certainly want to express our condolences to the family and relatives and community of supporters.
Yes.
Certainly he was a mentor and a great friend,
yes.
comrade
Yes.
of yours. You guys have a long-standing relationship.
Yes, and I think, you know, I know in my heart that he's not in any pain, and, you know, I can continue his legacy at this agency just by knowing that I did for him the right way, and he did for me the right way. So, you know, there's no more pain, and I got joy. And so I'm excited for him because I know he's looking down at me. He's looking down at us right now, smiling, saying, "Go see," like he always said. So I'm excited, and I am at peace now.
Okay. All right, real good. Well, we certainly once again want to commend former Sheriff Marsh for all of his service and the family for their support, and he made a great contribution and a great impact, you know, in our community.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did, from the city on till the sheriff's office. So that name will always be around here.
Well, one of the things that I've you know, observed and seen that you all do, as I'm learning more and more about law enforcement and how it all operates, is community service. You guys are really big on serving the community.
You're right. So there's one of the things that I always try to tell people is that we in law enforcement, we're nothing without the community. We have to embrace the community. We got to invite the community in. We got to keep them involved because they're our eyes and ears. You know, without the community, we don't know nothing. We don't know about speeders. We don't know about the good things that are going on. We don't know about some of the other bad things that may be going on without the community. So we have to be connected to the community.
That's very good. Well, now, speaking of community, one of the things that, you know, we saw you do just last week, you came out, speaking of community and education, you came out to Lanier High School, and they have an entrepreneurship class over there, Dr. Williams, and you're speaking to some of the students, and one student in particular in the class, she wants to go into, she believes, forensics, and she's trying to figure out a way to go to college. And she didn't know that if she becomes a deputy, right? You pay for college.
We pay for college for our deputies and corrections officers. And I encourage people, if you want to further your education, you know, a lot of times people always say, well, you have to go in the military and things of this nature. Look at law enforcement. We do the same thing because we want to train you up within our agency. If I bring you up from a young age, you're going to have those values instilled in you. And so why not provide them a quality education? Because, you know, with education, you get a better person. The more training you get, you're getting a better person. So why not invest that into your employees? And that's one of the things that we're pretty much blessed with at the county. The commission worked out a way so that we'll be able to do that, and I'm excited for our employees being able to give them that extra advantage.
Well, now, one of the things also that we learned in that class is that one of her colleagues in the class has a boyfriend, and he happens to be one of your interns. And so you have an internship program.
And that's a great experience for us, is our internship program. We started out doing it in the summer, you know, for our high schoolers, and now we're on the career side of it, because once they work in the summer, we carry them on, and they'll be able to get out of school at 12 o'clock on this career part of it, and be able to come to work and work from 1 till 5 every day at the sheriff's office. where else can you go to get extra money while you're in high school, especially coming to your career choice? We're helping them get their career path started. And with those interns, it's a great opportunity for these high schoolers to be able to see what they're going to be doing when they graduate. And it's giving them a jump. Not only are we giving them a jump, we're giving them some money so that they don't have to worry about being able to go out or take their girlfriends out, like he says, and be able to do some of the things they want to do. You know, we're going to give them a little funding, but at the same time, they're learning. They're getting their education. They're getting a grade for coming to work.
Wow, that's a great program. One of the things that she asked you, I think she's about 17, and she asked you, she wanted to understand, she didn't understand about the structure of your office versus other law enforcement officers. And so you were explaining to her that the sheriff's office is the highest elected law enforcement official in the county.
Yes.
And so you just kind of helped her understand on that.
Well, a lot of people don't understand that the sheriff, I'm an elected official. I'm the elected official for this county as far as law enforcement. I am the highest elected law enforcement leader here in this county, the sheriff. And once you explain it to them, but at the same time with our young people, what's very important is being able to explain benefits. So many people don't understand about retirement, don't understand about sick time and annual time and things. Benefits are very important. Being able to provide clothing, getting a take-home car and things of this nature, that means a lot when you start looking at your career path, because we're going to help take some of that burden away from you. And that's some of the things that we got to go out and start preparing our young people that are in the 9th and 10th grade, getting them ready for their career path.
And so when you talk about benefit, these are quality of life issues. And so what you're saying is you help to advance their quality of life, because if you're working really hard, you know, for a long time and you don't have the benefits, it's hard on you.
And you're right. And, you know, because once you graduate high school, I always tell young people, now's the time for you to start preparing yourself for your family, start making sure that you have benefits for your family. You may want to get married one day, you may want to have children one day, but at the same time you need to make sure you got benefits to be able to provide for your family. And that's some of the things you need to start looking at. Don't wait until you get out into the job market. You need to start early and start weighing your odds and seeing what do you want to do so that you have a plan. You always must need to have a plan when you're coming out of high school.
Well, now see, that's just a great segue right there, because the title of your message in that session that you just did last week was "Have a Plan," and I thought it was great. And so we appreciate you coming over, speaking to the students. Now, I did my research on your website, and I looked for your mission statement, and it said that your mission is to provide the best possible law enforcement protection and service for Montgomery County.
And not only we took that one step further. Not only is it just for Montgomery County, but Montgomery being a hub, we have so many people that commute here to work every day. We have so many people that just travel through Montgomery. You know, not just for the citizens of Montgomery County. We want that protection to let the people that pass through Montgomery, that come to Montgomery, to know they need to feel safe here. We are providing a service to the community and to those people that pass through here. So I want people to know that we're not just a law enforcement agency that ride around running radars, trying to stop and get tickets. We're here for them.
That's good. That's good. Well, now speaking of radar and technology, you know, you upgrading the whole facility. You know, you got an app now. I saw you got new. Tell us all about it. You got new vehicles. You got new technology. You got app. I saw you got body cams. Now, how's all this work?
Well, Cedric, one of the most important thing about law enforcement is that you got to be able to stay up with the times. If you can go out and buy you a brand new GMC pickup truck, it comes with AVL system, which is Advanced Vehicle Locator. You got now they have modems in them, so you got Wi-Fi in your vehicle. We're in law enforcement. Everything we do is pretty much is paperless now. Anytime we do a report, anytime we write a ticket, everything is done via computer. So every one of our cars have laptops, Every one of our cars has modems so that we can connect to the internet to be able to do these reports. Every one of our cars have AVLs. Our dispatch, that's how we dispatch cars for calls for service, is by we go to the closest vehicle instead of trying to get a district car and have that vehicle driving clear across town to try to answer a call. Our dispatch has a big monitor and has all the cars on a big map going over the county. So why not say, hey, look, Cedric's car is closer. Let's go ahead and get Cedric en route to that call. That cuts down on our response time. That makes the community feel like, hey, I just called and they were here. Can you imagine your burglar alarm goes off and the deputy pulls up 2 minutes later? You know, if it was an actual burglary, that's going to help us on being able to capture these guys and girls that are out here committing these crimes. But at the same time, it's giving a sense of assurance to our community and to the people that we are vowed to serve and protect. So, and that's what we're all about.
Now, and speaking of technology, you also got an app now. People can, so tell us about people can just download your app?
Well, you can download our phone app. If you want to know who's in jail, you want to know what their bond is, if you want to see if you got a warrant for your arrest, or if you want to know if a sex offender lives in your neighborhood, you can get all that off our phone app. So I advise anybody, if they live in our community, get our phone app, download that information, because we get tons of phone calls. People want to know, hey, do I have a warrant for my arrest? People want to know if their son is in our jail, their daughter in our jail, or what's their bond. You can get all of that at your fingertips by just using your telephone. And right now we're still pushing some things, and so our push notification should be out very, very, very soon. We're working on that right now, and I'm really pushing them on that. So right now when you get notifications like from the news media and other sources, you'll be getting it from us. So we'll be giving you breaking news coming very soon.
Wow. Well, you know, I'm impressed, Sheriff. You know, hey, we moving on. We moving on to the next level.
Yes.
That's excellent.
Yes.
Well, we got more we want to ask you about, but we're gonna have to do that when we invite you back next time, because we need to go for this time.
Okay. Well, good, sir.
Okay. So we want to say thanks for coming on to be
anytime.
with us on the program. We're gonna look forward to seeing you so we can get some more updates, and that's gonna do it for us on this segment of Visions with our great Sheriff Cunningham of Montgomery County, and that's gonna do it. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.